We have a comic coming up. I'm so excited. You better be excited. She is so funny. I've known her for years, and you're going to be excited that you got to see her. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my friend Julia Solomon.
Hi, everybody. That's me, not Katy Perry. My name is Julia. I keep forgetting to lose weight. Keep forgetting that's the thing I wanted to have done. But I only say this because I went to the doctors for the first time in a really long time recently, and she weighed me. But when she weighed me, she looked at the scale, and then she looked at me, and then she did not say anything, which felt like a choice, a decision that she made. And I think it's because when I had first walked in, I told her that, I gained some weight recently. And she asked me, what's your goal weight? And I hate that question. What's your goal weight? I don't have a goal weight, 130 pounds. I don't have a goal weight. For me, it has nothing to do with the number. What it is this is as far down as I can bend. I can't bend down any further than this. And it has nothing to do with flexibility. What it is this amount of flesh. You see that? Has met this amount of flesh. You see that. To completion. So I just can't bend down any further. Stick your finger in there. That's my finger now. You'll never get it back. Do I need to be able to bend all the way down? Unclear. But I'd like the option. I know that. I'm wearing jeans, so I can't breathe because I can't breathe when I wear jeans. It's gotten to the point where I've just started unbuttoning my pants in public. I'll be out and about, and then it hits me oof, can't breathe, right? Time to unbutton my pants. But then I look down, and they're already unbuttoned. Twist! Where do I go from here? I have to go home. I leave every party early. My friend was like, well, why don't you just buy a bigger pair of jeans? Why don't you buy a pair of jeans that fit you? So now she's not my friend, and miss her. She also didn't believe me when I told her how much I weighed, which again, another interesting choice that was made, an interesting decision. But it's so silly because it's just a number, and everybody already knows that when it comes to weight, that fat actually weighs less than mental illness, which I have so much of. Oh, it does begin to add up. So yeah, I go to therapy, and a lot of people don't like to admit that they're in therapy or they go to therapy, and that's because there's such a negative stigma attached to it. And it's just such a bummer because I'm cool, right? I'm chill, I'm not just my mental illness. I am my mental illness plus the skincare products that I use. And it's important that I'm not technically a person, but rather layers of serum. Now sentient. So that's what's happening. A lot of people can't afford to go to therapy. It can be really expensive. I'm very fortunate. My dad is helping me pay for my therapy because you break it, you buy it. So I'm very fortunate. Is that the word? Fortunate. I feel like now is a good time to let you guys know that I work with children. Is she stable? Is any babysitter stable? Then why are we babysitting? I tend to get a little bit too emotionally involved with the families that I work for. This one woman, all she does is complain about her husband to me. So that the other day when I suggested something, she just looked at me and was like, I don't know. I don't know if Dave's going to think that's such a good idea. And I just looked at her like, you think we need Dave? We don't need Dave. I love your child as if he were my own, I don't even think I need you. This is my son. Get out of our home. No, you give him back. You don't get paid unless you give the child back. So I did. Those are kind of the rules of babysitting. I love kids, and I think it's because I was such a weird kid growing up. I was a very sexually curious kid, which was uncomfortable both for the adults and children around me at the time. But I was reminded of this when I went back home. I went out to a bar, and the kids that I used to live across the street from came up to me, and they were like, "Oh my God, Julia, Do you remember that one time you told us you had a pair of underwear that looked like a vagina, and then you went to go get it, but then when you came back, you just showed us your vagina? Yeah, I remember that. I do. Okay, you guys, that's it for me. You're going to enjoy the rest of your show so much. Goodbye.
Julia Solomon, everybody. Keep it going for Julia Solomon.